is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Women empower women. We're daughters, wives, sisters, and mothers making strides in our own lives. We're women in sports, and what matters to you matters to us. Let's talk about it all on The Playmaker. Here's your host, Nikki Harrison.
Hey friends, I'm Nikki Harrison and welcome to The Playmaker. I am so excited because joining me is definitely a playmaker. Let me introduce you to Haley Anderson. She is Special Projects Coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, and it just so happens that her grandfather is General Manager, owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. Yes, yay!
Yes, thank you so much for having me today.
Of course, thank you
excited.
for being here. I'm so excited for you to be here. So tell me, as a special projects coordinator, what does that all entail for the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders?
So I wear a lot of hats for DCC.
Okay, I like hats.
I know. Well, so I started first, on my first job was the Queen concert. So I was sitting in our first meeting, first day on the job, and Kelly was like, I'd really like to perform for Queen. I'm like, let me kind of see who I know, because I was out in LA previously. So I reached out to him. I'm like, might be a stretch, see if we can do it. And sure enough, week comes before the show starts. I'm like, hey, we'd love to have the girls come perform. And there we were.
Wow, and that was really awesome.
That was one of my highlights, of course, in the first day on the job. I'm like, okay,
Score.
see what else I can do. Set the bar high, but I think I can do it.
That's really awesome. Now, speaking of LA, let's go back a little bit. You graduated from the University of Arkansas.
I did.
And no?
I did.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, no, yes, I did.
Well, then, instead of coming here to work here afterwards, you moved to LA and take a job with the LA Rams. Why did you do that?
So I knew I always wanted to be back in Dallas, and I wanted to kind of get my foot in the ground and be myself, rather than, oh, you've grown up with the family, here you go. I wanted to be able to fight for my own position.
Yeah.
And so when I moved out there, my mom was like, I don't want you in like the entertainment business and like trying to go out and be an actor, which I never really wanted to be. And so about that time, the Rams moved back out to LA. And so she was like, well, here's an opportunity for you to go out and work for a football organization and be at LA at the same time. So I took it.
Okay.
And it was a great experience. I started at ticket sales and service, and kind of knew from there that I was like, probably not the way I wanted to go.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience, kind of just starting from the ground up.
For sure. That was very brave of you. Wow.
It was a little intimidating being out there at first and being on my own. I'd been out there before for a previous internship.
Okay.
In the talent world. I was at I was at Paradigm Talent Agency.
Okay.
And so that was kind of a cool experience to kind of show me what it was like to be in the talent world. And I was like, that's a long time and probably nothing I wanted to do in the future, but it was a fun opportunity for me to take.
For sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, did you like LA? Because LA is really different from Dallas.
It is very different from Dallas. I do miss being out in LA. The weather there is perfect, and I've had so many friends out there that I try to get there as soon as I can, just because it's cold and wet here.
Yes.
And it's 75 and sunny.
All the time?
All the time in California.
I love that. So tell me, what is it like working in the family business and being surrounded by so many influential women? Your mother,
Yes, my mom being
leading
one of
the
them.
charge.
Yes.
What is this like?
It's been so fun being kind of back and feeling back at home. Like everyone here, there's 45% women here in the NFL, and everyone's so powerful and loves what they're doing. I think just being around the girls that love what they're doing makes it easier for you to do your job.
That's awesome. Now, tell me this. Did you ever in your life consider doing something else? I mean, because you've been around the Dallas Cowboys your
Right.
entire life. Did you ever think of doing something else?
I went back and forth trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was in LA with a talent agency, and I think going down that path, I was like, I kind of want to back away from that and kind of go more into sports. And being out in LA, I missed being around the family.
Of course.
It was so family oriented. Like, family's so close just because like my grandma keeps us all together. So we are, every weekend we're together. So it's weird when you don't see them all the time, and being out in LA, I kind of felt replaced. Or not replaced, but just like out of the
And
loop.
you're far,
and
yeah.
I'm far.
Uh-huh.
And so it actually turned out the first year I was in LA, I was back for every home game because
Wow.
Rams ended up being away when Cowboys were home. So it was like, okay, I'm just going to go home every weekend.
I have to ask, what was it like being at the Rams? Because, I mean, we know where your loyalties lie.
I know. I think it was was hard. I know they're in like kind of like the same conference area, so it was, but it was easier because I was more of Legends than I was like the actual Rams.
Okay, makes sense.
So Legends helps with all of our ticket sales as well for the Rams. So that kind of gave me where a lot of our people actually came from. Dallas, opened the Dallas Stadium, and then moved out to LA to help with the Rams.
That's right. That's
So
right.
yeah, so it kind of felt still family just because we had a lot of them come from Dallas.
And Legends does so much. Amy
do
Pratt
so
was
much.
on last week.
Yes,
and
Amy's
she was
awesome. And
she
she
is-
actually was my first boss.
Really?
Yeah, so right out of my first internship out of college was with Legends at the stadium.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
I was doing tour sales with her.
She's great. I
Yes.
love her. So your mother, Charlotte Jonesy
Yes.
Anderson, is so inspiring and the kind of playmaker we all inspire to be. You've had the luxury of being under her wing literally all your life.
All my life. Started auditions, so I mean.
What are some things that you've learned from her as it relates to your career, to life? What's
I
some...
think just seeing how like passionate she is
Yeah.
about her job and just seeing how she gets up every morning and just loves what she does, it rubs off on us. Because I always wanted to be the one that like loves, like wanted to get up, loves what I do. And I think just watching her and growing up and living in it kind of through the family and then now working in it, I can kind of use what she's done in the past and put it in my perspective.
She's so fabulous.
She is.
I mean, we were together at luncheon here recently, and she spoke for the Salvation Army,
Yes.
and she does it so effortlessly.
I know. I sat there and I called her right before this. I was like, I wish you were on here with me because this would make it just so much fun.
Yes.
And I was like, I need to have her tips on how to.
Well, she'll give them.
I'm like, I'll learn eventually.
Don't you worry. Now let's talk DCC.
Yes.
Okay. Christmas Spectacular is happening.
It's happening.
And what can people expect this year? Because this is what, the third season?
This is the third year of
Okay.
doing the Christmas Spectacular. We just started off this past weekend, had 2 shows Friday and Saturday. I mean, you have DCC, you have the Drumline, you have Rhythm and Blues, and Santa makes an appearance. It's just one like magical evening.
It's fabulous. And what it sort of, I guess, kind of puts me in the mind of is like Rockefeller Center.
That's exactly what it is.
It's so it's a great
It's-
event for families to come out and
anyone.
have a great time. Get in the Christmas spirit.
Oh yes, we during rehearsals I'm like, it's November and I'm already in Christmas spirit. It like gets me so excited.
And how long is it going to go for? Because it's every
So,
Friday
yes,
and Saturday?
So it's every Friday and Saturday, starting from at 6.
Okay.
And it goes until December 21st.
Oh, so fun. So come
yes.
out. Don't
So
miss
y'all
it.
need to come out. Don't miss it. It's such a fun family experience, and I have a few people that come up more than once, just because it's just puts them in a great mood.
That's awesome. That's
Mm-hmm.
so awesome. Well, as we speak, DCC is still very, very busy.
Oh, it is
because
very busy.
We're rehearsing for the Thanksgiving halftime show and the Red
Yes.
Kettle kickoff.
That's coming up. I can't believe some of those things. I'm like, I feel like it was just January. I was like, how are we already in Thanksgiving and now doing a Christmas show?
Agreed. The year has flown
Why is
by.
it almost 2020?
I agree. So, you've been around, you've seen several
Yes.
Thanksgiving performers. What's been one of your favorites?
Oh my, Destiny Child was a really fun one.
Loved them. They were great.
And that was really good. And then I think I was at the age of the Jonas Brothers at the last stadium the last year. And I'm like, I think since it was the teenage years, that was really fun for me to kind of watch them and kind of geek out and now see
they
10
were
years later,
huge
they're
then. Yeah.
big now.
For sure. My goodness.
There hasn't been one show that I'm like, it's just incredible.
Well, that's so awesome that you get to, sit there and enjoy it, be a part of it,
Yes.
help in the planning, and then
Yes.
become a fan for just a
Right.
little
I
bit.
think just growing up from ringing the bells and getting everyone in the donating spirit and like holiday spirit to being in the mosh pit and now like on the other side with radio,
Yes.
making sure everything runs smoothly.
Definitely. Well, you brought it up, giving back. Salvation Army is huge, near and dear to your family's heart. Talk about the importance that the family has instilled in you all giving back. Why is that so? Why are you all so passionate about it?
I think we're just passionate about it because there's so many families that are like underprivileged that we just want to give back to the community. I mean, there's so much that I guess growing into my family, you don't expect what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And the fact that could happen to anyone, especially with the tornadoes coming through. Like, people don't deserve it, and we want to be able to give back and make sure that they're okay for the holiday season.
I love that. So fabulous. Well, at that luncheon, I was actually educated a little bit about Salvation Army because, of course, we all know tornado relief and hurricane relief and the red kettle and the angel trees. But I did not know that they did so much for homelessness and to help with addiction. I mean, they're just an awesome organization.
I know, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of that organization and part of the family that we can bring in and help those in need.
It's so fabulous. I can't say it enough.
I know, that was a great luncheon.
Yes, it was.
Great sermon.
And so I'm going to go back to Thanksgiving. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but that's okay. National televised game. Would you say for DCC that this is like the biggest stage for them?
This is the biggest stage for them. Besides, once we get to the Super Bowl, this is definitely the biggest stage.
I like the way you said that. Once we get there, you're putting it out there in the universe.
Yes. So it's the first time some of these girls will be ever on a Thanksgiving
That's
show.
right, absolutely. The rookie's their first time, and Ellie Goulding is our performer.
Yes.
I love her. Her music is so light.
Awesome.
Yes. So do you get to help a little bit?
I'm helping a little bit. We're kind of tipping our toes in the Christmas show and Thanksgiving. So it's been great.
Crazy busy. Well, before we wrap, I have some quick little rapid fire questions for you. Okay. One, this really isn't a rapid fire one, but I know a lot of people would love to know this. Game days. Do you all have any rituals like assigned seating or noise levels? Like, I'm pretty sure it gets intense. What's it like?
It gets pretty intense. So we try to, like, at least I'll try to get up in the morning, work out, kind of get into the game day mode. But then when we get the game, you're in your seats for the game. Sometimes we're kind of yelling and screaming. If it goes downhill, we'll try to switch around our seats.
Like change the energy.
Oh, yes. For the Detroit game, I was in 4 different seats. I'm like, okay, this is not working. Okay, let's try something else.
Seriously?
I mean, we get to the point where, like, okay, everyone try to rotate seats.
And everyone's involved.
Oh, and everyone's involved.
I love that. I love that. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Rapid fire. Here we go. What time does your alarm go off in the morning?
Well, I set it for 7 and I set snooze until about 7:45.
I can relate to that. Okay, I can relate.
Just being honest.
Yes. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Look at Instagram.
Like that. What is something on your makeup counter that you can't live without right now?
Concealer.
Concealer. Okay. Beach vacation or snowy mountains?
Beach.
All day.
All day beach. I need the sun.
Okay, here's a good one. Somewhere in the world you've been longing to go to but haven't gotten there yet.
Ooh. Dubai.
Ooh. I love seeing the pictures of Dubai. It looks
awesome.
It does, and it looks. I'm like, first of all, it looks like it's full of people, and I'm like, where are all these people from?
Right. I'm like,
It's beautiful.
yes, I would be one of them.
And if you weren't special projects coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Ooh. I wouldn't want to be anywhere. I love being with the cheerleaders right now.
Well, that's great.
I think just growing up around it and even talking to my mom about it, I think being with it 25 years and like on the other side, now I kind of see what I can bring that's extra and enhance the program. So I think hoping to stay and make it a better
fit for you. I love that. Well, great.
Yes.
Well, we're done. Thank
you so much for having me.
Of course. So now you have to come back.
So now I do have to come back. We'll talk about everything else that we've done since Christmas.
That's right. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone, all the people, because it's 2 of us up here, but they don't see that there's about 10 people behind the scenes making it happen, making this show beautiful. So I want to thank everyone for helping us out, and I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. And bye for now from the Playmaker.